everybody. Welcome to my 365 challenge. This is day 126. If you're new, I'm just posting every day just to show up and post every day. A little backstory, I'm just trying to get more comfortable playing full takes with the red light on, so to speak. And if you're returning, then welcome back. Here we are, 126 days in, a third of the way there, and then some. So the tune I've picked for today has just been begging for me to sing it again. I want to re-record it, but it just seems apropos for the day. This is Postcards from Diane from my album, my singer-songwriter album, Perfect Strangers. And the setup for it is something like this. Once upon a time, I lived in this tiny little mountain town called Rico, Colorado. Rico had about 200 year-round residents at the time and about 150 dogs. There were about 7 places in town you could get a beer, and 1 where you could buy a loaf of bread. Well, right in the middle of the town was the regionally famous Rico Theater Cafe. And it was staffed most capably by one waitress, bartender, sometimes bouncer, character, proprietor, named Diane. And Diane was a singular individual. She was the type of person who you could talk to for 5 minutes and all of a sudden you're best friends forever. And I saw this happen over and over again with the tourists who would come through there. Tourists from all over the country, tourists from all over the world. And she'd chat them up like any good hospitable person would do. And then every once in a while, you'd see a new postcard on the wall behind the bar. And there were hundreds of postcards from all over the world. And some of them, we had our own zip code. And so some of them would just go to Diane with the town and zip code name, and it would get to her. And they would all have a similar thing scribbled on the back. So lovely to meet you. What a beautiful place to live. So nice to make your acquaintance. You were so hospitable to us. Thanks for being so friendly. All of these kinds of things. That was Diane. Well, along about that time, I had reached sort of a saturation point, as I do from time to time, with media. Reading the New Yorker and Harper's and New York Times and Mother Jones and Columbia Journalism Review, The Atlantic, all kinds of stuff. There just comes a point where you just gotta put them all down, man. And I thought, I'm just not gonna read media for a while. I'll take a little fast. I'm just gonna rely on Diane's postcards. These little symbols of connection. These little connections that propelled people from all over the world to take the time to get a postcard, put a stamp on it, and send it to Diane, care of Rico. For not much more than just basically being a decent human being. threw the morning paper on the floor. I just can't stand to read about another dirty war, for nothing more than politics and politicians' greed. Now, postcards from Diane, they're all I'll ever read. They quench my thirst for knowledge, and no one ever bleeds unless the kids have bumped their heads or skinned their rough house knees. I toss my goddamn TV in the brush. It showed the broken bodies when the students' dreams were crushed beneath the tanks for asking more than crusts of bread and such. Now, postcards from Diane are all I'll ever touch. Postcards from Diane, I'll tell you what they're worth. They remind me of a simpler world where no one ever hurts except broken hearts and accidents or mothers giving birth. I put my magazines in a big brown box. The poetries of horror has brought me close to shock, and I'm wondering in futility just to what the suffering's for. Postcards from Diane, that and nothing more. Postcards from Diane, they're all I'll ever read, where the only battles raging are with Dennis and the weeds, and the only fires burning are the ones on River Street. Postcards from Diane, they're all I'll ever read. They quench my thirst for knowledge, and no one ever bleeds unless the kids have bumped their heads or skinned their rough house knees. Postcards from Diane, they're all I'll ever read. It's a thought. Anyway, if you'd be so kind, if you are moved, like, subscribe, follow, comment. Let me know what you'd like to hear for a future 365 challenge. There are plenty of days left in the year. And until next time, wash those hands. It's the least you can do. And take care, be well, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okie doke, be well.